Rebekah's film discusses suicide, including an attempt. It was filmed by the sea, her place of sanctuary.
I had become very good at hiding behind words, hiding in plain sight, being around people all the time and finding the right ways to say that I wasn't 100%, but I was probably fine. What led up to me calling Samaritans was a suicide attempt. I'd had months of suicidal thoughts. I think it's really hard to articulate unless you've been in that place just how difficult that is. It's a constant stream, at least that was my experience. It was a constant stream of negative thinking, and I wish I'd made the call even before then. And that's why I'm sitting here sharing my story, because I don't want people to call after they've made an attempt. So even though I'd made the call, I still didn't really know how I was going to say what I needed to say. For some people, especially if you really are in the darkest point, it's pretty near impossible to start that conversation and ask for help. And then as I couldn't really articulate it, they said, "Are you feeling suicidal?" And that allowed me to say yes. I have tried to take my own life this evening. The volunteer that asked me that question opened the gates for me to start sharing. I was able to talk about really taboo, difficult, painful thoughts with zero judgement. And only when I'd got all of that emotion out and they had established that I was in a safe place were we then to talk about what to do next. Because once I'd said all of that stuff, I calmed down. And I had never done that before. So that was really new to me, that actually saying all of the painful thoughts, all of the ideation that I had to another human being actually calmed me down. In that moment, a friend of mine who does shift work had sent me some text messages, and I remember saying that to the person on the phone. And they said, "Oh, is that someone that you could reach out to?" It just mattered that I told someone about what I was going through, so that I could stay safe for that day. I can't remember the exact wording, but I said, "I've had a really bad night. I've tried to die." The Samaritans volunteer helped me get to those words. And the reason I said it so bluntly is because any other form of "I'm struggling, I'm finding life really difficult, etc., in the past has been met with empathy, but my mind manipulated that into meaning, okay, that was enough, you didn't need to open up more. They don't want to hear more because they just responded. That friend started replying to me and said, to pack my bags and come over to their house. And then when I was with that person and I'd got to a safe place, I remember the Samaritans volunteer had encouraged me to tell my family. When I called my family member, I was crying and they said, "Oh, what's happened? Are you okay?" And I said, "I'm with my friend because I tried to die." That ownership of what had happened helped start my recovery, helped other people in my life realise what was going on with me. Quite quickly afterwards, I wanted to live again. I've done so many things in the last 2.5 years that have validated to me that life is worth living. I want people to be unafraid to ask their loved ones, "Are you going to hurt yourself? Are you going to try and die? Have you had suicidal thoughts?" I want people to feel empowered to do that, because the worst thing that's going to happen is someone's going to go, "Oh God, no, not me. I can't believe you thought that. I'm just having a bad day." But at least you asked, because one day someone might respond back and say yes, and you could be the person that helps save their life.
Whatever you're facing, we're here to listen. Call free day or night on 116 123.